Welcome to Socially Unfiltered,
That's the sleaziest tactic I have ever heard.
I cannot believe they would say that to you.
an open discussion all about social media, entrepreneurship, pop culture, and everything in between.
We're just some DIY girlies.
It costs $0 to support your friends.
You'll go on deep dives and doom scrolls with your hosts, Lex and V, to uncover the stories behind the headlines and look at everything through an unfiltered lens.
I want to relive the 2000s.
Not the trauma dumping on a Monday.
So grab a drink and get ready for a lot of yapping. Don't worry, there's no quiz at the end.
Strategy is such a buzzword.
English isn't my first language, so that's my excuse.
This is the Socially Unfiltered podcast.
I lost my dog
Hi.
somewhere in my home.
He's probably snoozing somewhere.
I would be too if you didn't call me.
Snoozing. Yeah, I know. I just knew I
My
was
bad.
like crying in my head thinking about the ringtone.
So Veronica and I
Thank God
had
you
a
changed my ringtone.
9 a.m. sharp meeting time today, and at approximately 8:30, I decided that I was too tired to perform daily activities. So I laid down thinking I wouldn't fall asleep. And I absolutely fell back asleep, and I had the
Rookie
pleasure of being woken up to Veronica's custom ringtone. I'm dead. Oh, I accidentally hit a button and it stopped. Yeah, so that's what woke me up at approximately 9:15 this morning. Like, thank
What a
God.
way.
And like, I mean, I probably would have woken up to like a regular ringtone sound too, but like, I literally remember being like, I'm late. Like, I heard it and I was like, I'm hearing that noise, which means something bad has happened. I'm late.
You're like, oh God.
And I remember
Not the
being
Biba
like
fever
in
is
that
after
like,
me.
yeah, I was like in that like in between where I was like, I'm not like asleep enough to not open my eyes when I know I need to in the next 5 minutes. I'm not gonna fall asleep. And I definitely did, but couldn't have asked for a better
That's
way to
always when
start
it
my
gets you. You gotta just set an alarm no matter what. I feel like I can never just close my eyes for 5 minutes. Like I'm
No, I
out.
can't either. That's why, and I still try to convince myself that I can. And it's annoying because I was like up and awake and
Yeah,
like
it's
doing
like
stuff, and then I just 8:30 came and I hit a wall and was like, that
she had a
I gotta
day.
lay.
She's had enough.
I had a day. I had 45 minutes of a day and I needed to go back to
It's time to
sleep.
clock out. Now she must rest for 47 years.
Literally, I need a solid coma, a sedation, if you will.
It's all right. Glad my ringtone worked.
I'm so glad you're ringtone worked. Thank God for Beaver Fever. Am I right? Anyway,
out to
well,
that.
I wasn't successful at showing up on time today, but we're going to talk about the other side of success today and some weird emotions that come after you start hitting your goals. I know it's something that we've experienced. I'm sure a lot of other people have experienced it. It's not always just about like your goals specifically, just in general, the weird feeling after like accomplishing something and maybe it not feeling the way you wanted it to, or it like looks different, or you like thought it would feel different. So, yeah, that's a quick little recap. Let's start with hitting some milestones and when they start to not feel the way that you thought they would. I'm victim of this. I didn't understand like people saying like, oh, I just like thought that was the milestone I was supposed to go for, or like I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I like never really understood that, I think, until I was in a lot of those situations. And like it sometimes isn't always your milestone that you have set for yourself that you're realizing after you hit it. And you're like, oh, that's why it doesn't feel like I accomplished anything because I didn't really actually care if I accomplished that.
Right. It's kind
Like
of
life
just being,
milestones, I mean, not like business milestones.
yeah, like a rat race of what's next. And we're all pretty guilty of that, I think, is just society's way of being like this is like what success means. And then I think everyone just like lives trying to like hit all these different milestones, even if it's not what they want. I mean, even just college, for example, like people are just told you go to college and you get a job and that's what you do and that's like your milestone that most people I feel like have in their brain just from society, parents, grandparents, whatever. They're like, well, that's what you do. That's normal. That's just
Right.
how it should go. I mean, now I feel like things have started to evolve a little bit just because there are so many different careers and social media has evolved so much and technology has evolved so much. Before then, I feel like it was a lot of like college only. And now I feel like
Mm-hmm.
people can like stray away from that a little bit. And I had somebody, I just sprayed like a client the other day and she just graduated high school and she was like, I just don't even know if I want to go to college because I don't really know what I want to do and like thinking about the money that I'm going to spend and being in debt for the rest of my life pretty much just to like go study something. And she's
Mm-hmm.
like, how do you feel about it? And I feel like we've talked about this too, about like college in particular. Like I really didn't need my degree. I honestly don't remember anything I learned in school. Like from high school, I don't remember anything from college. Like I remember my experiences and like what I learned from doing things like on my own when
Right.
I was starting my own business or like running social media pages. Like I learned that on my own and I couldn't even tell you what I learned in managerial accounting or international finance at this point. So I just feel like I mean, I'm glad I went. Like, I made friends there and like it was a good time and like a good experience. Was it worth all that money and the amount of loans I have and having a career now where I don't even need multiple careers that I didn't even need school for? No.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, but then I don't know. It's really just to each their own. This is just how I feel about it. And like, I didn't need college, but I felt like there was that milestone that everybody was going for, and it would just be weird if I didn't do it. So I'm like, all right, well, this is what you do, and like this is
Right.
the milestone people hit, and then on to the next thing, like getting a job, and then getting a promotion at that job, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It's just like constant.
Yeah, like we've definitely talked about this. It's not that I regret going to college, and I would never like straight up be like, yeah, don't go. Like, oh, you shouldn't go. College is a
No.
waste of time. Like I don't feel that way, but I think it plays into like I just like don't think that kids at 18 and like I was 16 when I graduated high school. Like the fact that I'm just now, not even just now figuring out what I want to do with my life, I'm still figuring it out. I just think it's like so early in life for it to be forced on somebody like you need to go to college,
Hmm.
you need to pick this, you need to pick that. And it was always like reiterated to me like this phrase specifically, you can do anything you want, but you need to go to college and it can be
Hmm.
for anything. Like it can be for underwater basket weaving, it can be for this, it can be for that. Like it was always like, oh, it like doesn't matter what it is, you just like need to go do it. And it's
Hmm.
again like I'm thankful for my time there. I would agree that I remember a lot of it, but I don't use a lot of it. Like especially the business stuff. And we've talked about this, like not even just like time wise, like the marketing that I was learning about my freshman year of
Oh
college
my God.
isn't even in today's textbooks. Like
No.
it doesn't even matter. So it's like
No.
it obviously depends on like what you're doing. Like obviously every industry and every job and every trade is always going to be evolving. Like I was just trying to think of like what's something you can like go to school for one time and then like you don't really need to do it ever again. And it's almost like trades are like that. Like
Yeah.
but then I'm like, well, not even, because you can learn to do hair, but then you learn to do extensions and coloring and this and that and
Yeah.
make new stuff. Like
You're
it
always
really
learning.
doesn't, yeah, like it never stops at just like that initial chunk of education. And it's like, again, not that I would ever be like, college is a waste of time or like a waste of money. Like, am I teetering that way? For sure, just because it's my lived experience. But like, I would never tell like a 17-year-old right now, like, oh, you don't need to go to college. That's a waste of time. Like, I
Hmm.
would encourage them to like take some time and figure out what they want to do. Like, my mom actually encouraged me to do this, and I wish more than anything I listened to her. She was like, you need to take like a year off, like work serve at a restaurant, like save some money, like figure out what you want to do. Like my mom was one of the only people that was never like, you have to go, you have to do this. It was everybody else. And I'm so thankful for that. I didn't listen to her because I was like, I'm going to SUNY Albany, which is the #1 party school in the state of New York. So like,
Mhm.
I'm ready to go now. That was the worst choice I ever made in my life. But like, if I could go back, I definitely would take some time. Because like, I started going to college for psychology. Like, I had a solid
Yeah.
year of
I think
psychology,
a
and I'm
lot of
like,
people did because they
yeah,
just didn't
everybody
know
did.
what. Literally
I'm like,
everybody went into psychology. I went
yeah,
into criminal justice and then I changed it to business because I'm like, I guess this is pretty like vast. I could do like
yeah.
multiple things in the business realm, but I mean, yeah, there like I remember certain things like my entrepreneurship class I remember the most because he just like was so amazing and like talked about real life things. He made us read the
Mhm.
Wall Street Journal. Like we were like actually dissecting like business things and
I
like
love that.
it was very like involved and everybody was kind of like just in conversation that entire class, just yapped away. But like other classes, I just am like, yeah, like the marketing ones. Like it was just an all semester type of like project and so
Mhm.
much of it was like a lot of like market research stuff, but it's so different now. Like everything has changed, and I don't know
Mhm.
what's college is like now. I mean, I that's why I also
Should we
can't
go back
say
and find
like,
out?
yeah, I'm like I mean, I know it's more expensive, but I don't
Yeah,
know
right.
what the courses are like anymore. I don't know if they're like
Mhm.
relevant to how everything is going now. I mean, I wish I chose a different college, I'm not gonna lie. Like my college was very, very small, and I wish I went somewhere that was like a little bit bigger where it didn't feel like a high school. Like that's how my college kind of felt. Like very high schooly and it I don't know, it wasn't like a big party school. Didn't have like we had to like go into the city, but you couldn't do that until you were 21. So it was just I don't like regret it, but I kind of do. Like I'm just like I wish I chose somewhere else or I wish I like had more knowledge or like the time to be able to like look into more schools and like be able to
Mhm.
tour more schools. But like I had a single mom, I couldn't do that. Like I just
Mhm.
kind of had to. One of my friends went to my college and I remember visiting and I was like, I guess I'll come here. Like my friend's here, so I'm
Right.
like comfortable and it's only like an hour and 15 minutes from my house. Like so it was just easy, but I feel like if I actually, like you said, like sat with it and was like, where do I actually see myself? What do I want to do? Like, am I going to this college because my friend is there and I feel comfortable, or am I going for me? And like,
Mhm.
I don't like, I just would have chosen a different school, I think, at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Um, but I mean, that was such a small, like, part of my life that it's like, I feel like it's kind of like high school. I'm like high school, college, like your real life just starts after that, I think, and
Mhm.
like you start making the lifelong friends after
Mhm.
and hitting all different milestones after college that I feel like I don't know, I don't think about college too much of like I regret it so much or like oh this wasn't
Mhm.
worth it, this was worth it. I'm just like it was just a period of time and like now you just like do what you want to do after. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. Hitting milestones is weird. I like thought that that's just what you do and being the first to graduate in my family and like it'd be a big
Mhm.
deal, but I don't know,
Mhm.
sometimes it's not maybe
It
what
ain't
you
all it's
want. You just
cracked up
do
to
it.
be.
Yeah, you just like do it because you think that's normal and like that's what you should do. And I
Right.
think
And like I just don't
that's
think
how
I
I
ever
felt.
like fully grasped like how much I was doing like because I just thought that's like what you're supposed to be
A
doing.
lot of people do because it's
Yeah,
just the
and like
standard.
well, and it's like weird too because like I have never been and like we've talked about this, I've never been like daydreaming of my wedding or like want like
Yeah.
planning to have kids. So it's like I've never felt like that pressure as far as like
Hmm.
milestones, but it's weird to me the things that I don't know. I also when we were talking about like how you had a small college, like I needed to double check. I had 12,000 undergrad students at my college. Like is that like a normal amount? Like how many did you have?
1800 Lex.
What? Wait, I didn't realize I went to like that. I mean, SUNY schools are
That's
huge, but like
big.
I
Like
didn't
that's pretty
realize
big.
that.
Merrimack for Mark was I think 8,000, 9,000. Which I liked his school. I was like,
Wow.
I think that's a good number. I'm like, when I visited there, I was like, oh, this is good. You don't like know every single person. When I like
No.
LaSalle legit felt like high school. Everyone knew everyone, and it was like
Mhm.
very like high school clicky vibes, and it was just, I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it that
Um,
particularly.
yeah, that's the one. Like, I will say, okay, so like out of my college experience, there's very specific classes that like I remember like that I feel like genuinely helped me today. And I think we might have talked about this before. One of them was it was literally the whole semester, and we had to basically build a business like from the ground up, but it was like we literally had to go on like Redfin and find like studio spaces for rent like in all like we had to like actually like put it like a whole proposal together and be like this is how much
Yes.
it would cost, like this is my menu of services, this is
Hmm.
like a mock-up of what the ins like it was. I would do that just for fun now because
Yeah.
it's like oh my God, it was so fun. But where I was going with that is what my college lacked in like education made up for in vibes. Like I had the best, I think, college experience. Like it was so fun. There were so many people that exact and like I was coming from a high school that I graduated with less than 100 people. So like this was like culture shock
Hmm.
to me. Like I didn't understand that people like went to school. Like I didn't even really understand how big that was until you just told me
Yeah.
how many years ago.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, SUNY schools are all very populated, but like I just wasn't expecting that.
Every single house party we tried to have got broken up by the campus police, and there was like zero of that going on.
That is
So,
insane to me.
yeah, if I could change it, I would go back and go somewhere bigger because it was very, and it was like in a rich neighborhood town. So, like, you couldn't do anything because the
Right.
people there would get pissed.
It's not
So,
like
the
a
only,
college town.
no, it was not. It was like a very nice town. Like, Newton is very nice.
That's
And the
hilarious.
neighbors were not having it. Yeah,
That's funny. Anyway,
very
enough
different.
about
I
college.
know enough about college. This episode's not about college. It's just like,
Well, I mean, it's kind of funny, like all of that time and money and effort and degrees, and I'm sitting here being like, yeah, I had like a great time partying, and I remember one
right,
class. Like, okay. But
right.
again, not to say that I think it was like a complete waste of time or like I mean, I think just in general, like you are a privileged person if you can say that you graduated college. So it's not like I want to
Hmm.
sit here and be like, oh my God, like that was such a waste of time. Like there's people that would literally die for that. I don't ever want to sound ungrateful, but a lot of my like direct success today did not come from that experience whatsoever. So it's hard to
Yeah,
stand by the traditional timeline of things anymore.
yeah,
But
same. Yeah, I feel like everything that both of us have gotten in life and success and business is from like the fruits of our labor and what we have
mhm,
done and like learned on our own. And maybe I guess we can say college contributed to like the social aspect or like a few of those
something.
classes, like the building a business, like that sounds exactly like my entrepreneurship course. We like did the same thing, like
Mhm.
built a business from the ground up and like had to dive into all of that. And I thought it was like very memorable. And that's why it's like the only class I freaking remember my senior
Mhm.
year because it was just the best. And things like that, I'm like, wow, I wish like every course was like that and like every teacher was like that and passionate about like
Mhm.
everyone wanting to succeed and like become business owners or whatever. Like I never even thought I would do that when I was in that class. I was just like, oh no,
No.
I'm not starting my own business.
No.
Um,
I
but
was
yeah,
like,
I
that's
feel like
cute
I've
that you
all the
think I am, but I'm
milestones
not.
that I feel like I've hit is because of myself, not my college degree.
Mhm.
And yes, feel very fortunate that I mean, took out a bunch of loans. That's how I
Same.
didn't have anyone that paid for my college or anything. Like still
Same.
paying back every single loan. Summering for parents. But like,
Every single one of mine is, and we want
yeah,
to
like
talk about it. I'm like, I'm
just
not paying you
applied
$100 a
for,
month right now. Like, go away.
yeah, like my mom didn't even know how to do student loans or
Right.
FAFSA or anything. Like she's
And FAFSA is criminal. Like, FAFSA is like the most
I worked
stressful
there. I legit
progress.
worked in the FAFSA department at
Aid
school, so I could,
office.
Yeah, freshman year, sophomore year, so I could learn how to do everything because I was like, my mom does not know how to do
Mhm.
this. I
My
barely
best
knew how
friend
to
in
do it.
college did the same thing. She worked at the office.
It was not great, but
I worked at Aeropostale in college.
I babysat and worked the financial aid office. Woohoo. Um, yeah, I guess I learned a lot there. Learned about loans.
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
Needed
I'm
that.
still learning about those. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
learning about those until I'm dead in the grave,
No, for fucking real.
and they can come with me for all I care. I'm not gonna have kids to pass it on to.
The
My
loans.
next of kin is gonna be you, and that's not gonna be legal, so get in my debt.
Next to kin.
Next of kin, get in line to pay off my
Yeah.
debts.
But
No, I
anyways,
like low key am like holding out hope that some president in the next few years is gonna wipe all of that out for me. I'm really holding out hope.
it's just insane. Like, even thinking about the fact that you can be 18 and just take out like
That's the thing.
$300,000 in
I didn't
loans.
understand what I was saying
No,
yes to.
it's
Like,
crazy.
I had
It's
no
crazy.
idea. So I was like, sure, I'll take that.
Well, thank God. I
So,
wish we had ChatGPT back then because you know
no,
how easy
literally.
our life would have been to fill out FAFSA and all of that shit. Like, it was legit like you and a bunch of paperwork at the time and like figure it out. And
Hmm.
online doesn't dumb it down for you. Like, so honestly, chat is probably saving a lot of people
I
like
hope
time and
so.
money. I know so. Like, there's no way that that wouldn't help filling out an application now to be like, what does this mean? Like, how do
Oh,
I don't
I
even know
do
what to
that
put
for like
here. Like,
everything,
yeah. So like
not just
just
FAFSA.
yeah, for people that like again like have a foreign parent that like does not
Hmm.
understand something like that would have saved my life
No, literally.
and a lot of headaches. But
A lot of time and effort.
yeah.
Well, we made it though. Like, at least we can say that we survived the experience. We did not come out as worse people and we didn't come out dumber. So, can't be the worst
Right.
experience that we've ever gone through. But it is just weird though, because like you do all of that and then like you get to the end and you're like you're either like thinking like, okay, like what's next? And you have to like think like, okay, like now that I have this college degree and a job and blah blah blah, like I'm gonna get married and have a baby. Again, like that was never really my thought process with it. But like
Mine was when was COVID over? So mine was a little different
that was
than
also a
now,
very different
probably.
experience. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if
But
you
like in
graduate in
general, like
2020.
just right. Like in general, just being done, you're like, okay, like I did that. Like now
Yeah,
what?
where's my
And it's like
job?
sad. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I know for like legit, like once you graduate, you're like, oh my God, I need a job to like make money. Like
Mm,
it's hard to just like sit in this moment and like be happy for it. But like I just feel like so many people are like, even when like the way you're reacting to somebody, like with something when they're like, oh, like I did this, and you're like, oh, okay, like what's next? Like
yeah.
we like rarely allow people to like be
Yes.
like,
100%.
yeah, like,
Just present in the
yes, like
whatever milestone
enjoying,
that you just hit. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And it's like, again, not even always just pressure from ourselves, but like, or like, I feel like, again, not a parent, never had a kid, doesn't relate to me, but I feel like this is relevant. Like, a lot of people will have a kid and people will be like, oh my God, when are you having another one? And it's like, I don't know, I was going
Mhm.
to try this one out for a few years first and like then see if I liked it.
And
Like,
it's legit like a month after people
yeah,
have
like you'll
a
be like
kid. I'm
literally
like,
pregnant.
what
People are
the
like, okay, so next one, like, what are you thinking? What's the time going to be? Like,
yeah, it's like constant. It's always what is the next thing.
mhm,
And I think that's why, even as entrepreneurs or like just anybody, we're always thinking of the next thing because we know those questions are going to come. And I think we're trying to
mhm,
either like beat those questions or just to like have everything together, or it's just this pressure on yourself where you should always be wanting more. And like you feel guilty for maybe just being like, well, this is good for me for now. Like, why can't that
mhm,
just be enough? But again, I think even from last week's episode of like body image and things like that, like it's just so much societal pressure of the next thing. And I think when you see all these people around you and you're just like, okay, well, they did this. Now the next step, they did that. they did the next step, like just following in line of like these check boxes. And there's nothing
Mhm.
wrong if like that's the truly what you want in
Yeah,
life,
go for
and
it.
then go for it. Like do all of that, but don't let it come from the pressure of like outside validation, like we always say. But
Yeah,
I feel like
literally.
there is so much of that where, I mean, yeah, but even before we were married, people are like, "Oh, you're gonna have babies? You're gonna have babies right
Right.
away?" I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like, even when
Or
you get
like, when are
engaged,
you
when's
getting
the wedding?
engaged?
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
like,
When
mhm.
you're, yeah, it's just constant, and I don't know if it's just people being like, "Oh, I gotta make small talk. I need to like,"
That's what I was just gonna say is I feel like it's just people like trying to like fill the air. And
yeah,
I've been so conscious of this lately because I like anytime I'm meeting somebody new, I like start run through like the questions that I like ask new people. And I was finding myself just like very often being like, so like what do you do? Like as a job, and I was like, why am I like defining people as that? So I've been trying to like, not that I'm like in situations where this happens very often lately. I've really only been seeing people I know, but like I try to be like, I don't know, I feel like this sounds so stupid, but like what's something like you're excited about? Like what's something you've done recently?
mm-hmm,
Like I'm trying to like ask people questions to like get to know them in a way that's not like defining them by like what their job is or what this is. And I get that that like
yeah,
obviously gives you like a lot of perspective into somebody. Like if I just met you and you're like, "Oh, I'm a social media manager and a spray tan artist and I do balloons." Like that's obviously like, "Oh my God, tell me everything." Like that's so,
mm-hmm,
like a lot of stuff and that's really cool. Like somebody can have like a really cool job and that's obviously like a conversation starter, but I'm just trying to like get away from like immediately introducing somebody or like being introduced to somebody and like trying to fill the air by like what have you accomplished? Like I want to hear more about like
mm-hmm,
what makes you excited? Like what's your favorite TV show? Like what book are you reading? Like I'm just trying to be more conscious of the questions that I'm asking people, that they're not
yeah,
directly asking them to like define something that's like on their own timeline. Like exactly like when are you having a second? Like I would, there's like very few people that I ask children stuff and it's like literally just my best friends that I know aren't going to be like,
yeah,
why are you like, I'm just genuinely like, so what are we thinking here? Are we thinking like full house? Are we thinking
yeah,
like we're gonna stay like one car seat in the back? Like I'm not like, okay, so what are
yeah,
we thinking? Like when's the next one coming along? Like it's, I'm just trying really hard to like move away from that and like also as a topic of conversation, even though it is very relevant like to who people are. But like if somebody were to come up to me right now, actually I don't know, I love my job. I love talking about. I'm like, I'll tell you everything I do. It's really cool. But like if somebody were to come up to me right now, I would have a better conversation with them if they were to be like, what's something you're like excited about right now? I would be like,
yeah,
oh my God, let me tell you everything I'm excited about right now.
yeah, exactly.
If it's 5 p.m. on a Wednesday and I just had a really busy day at work and somebody's like, "Oh, like what do you do for work?" I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to think about that right now." Like,
Mm-hmm,
so I just am trying to move away from that because I feel like it indirectly ties people, maybe not necessarily ties them to like their success, but like maybe somebody's in between jobs and they don't have one right now and they're like, "Oh, I don't have one right now and I'm in between jobs." And then they like feel bad that they
mm-hmm,
said that and it's like, are people
right,
judging them? Like it's not
yeah,
about what we have or what you do. It's like who you are.
mm-hmm.
And I just found myself asking a lot of questions that had to do with that.
And also, I just saw a video the other day where it was like, you know, when you're first meeting somebody and you're trying to like have a conversation with them, don't be the person that's like, "Oh, what do you do? What's your favorite color? Where are you doing this? Do you have kids? Do you have this?" Like just peppering them with a bunch of these like checklist questions. They're
Hmm.
like, you should just talk first. And if you want to get to know something about somebody, like if you want to know what they do for work, like start talking a little bit about what you do and be like, "Oh, and like how about you?" Like where are you at, or something like that, where it doesn't feel overwhelming that you're just like peppering this person with a bunch of
Hmm.
questions and then you become overwhelmed. And like you even notice that in conversations with people, if they're asking you like question after question after question, you kind of become like, oh my God, like enough of the questions, because they're not giving anything back to you. Like it's not conversational. Like make sure it's conversational with someone. If you're trying to get to know certain things about them, like share a little about yourself. That's how we become, like, why would I trust you with this information when I don't even know you?
Right.
Like, so I really liked that. And I do the same thing with like sprays because it's the same
Hmm.
environment. Like, I don't know this person coming in for a first time spray tan. So I
Hmm.
start sharing a little bit about myself. And like, I know people say, oh, you should listen more and like ask questions and just listen more than you talk. But I'm like, I want this person to feel comfortable to even share those things with me. So I'm
Hmm.
going to share some stuff. and then like make it conversational so the other person doesn't like feel guilty about anything or like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
and you're
just,
in such a vulnerable spot
yeah.
with that it's like you do have to be like not so careful about the words that you're
Oh,
saying, but
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, I don't ever ask anyone like, "Do you have kids? Are you
yeah,
pregnant?" Like, even if
yeah,
somebody comes in and
no.
they're like 7 months pregnant,
Visibly pregnant. I'm like, oh, you
I'm
just
not
had a
saying a
big
thing.
lunch. Like, I'm never
I'm not saying
assuming
a
you're
thing
pregnant. Yeah.
unless you bring it up. I'm
Unless
not.
you say it first.
Yes, unless you say something first, I'm not bringing it up, and then
Right.
like then I'll ask some questions. But yeah, it's just like being aware, I guess,
Hmm.
and cautious of the things that you say because there is so much pressure on everybody of like the next thing. And
Hmm.
I think we should also talk about like the pressure of like to be grateful when you still are maybe unfulfilled in what you're doing. Like
Hmm.
you are just dreaming of this other thing, but you have something like really good. Like, say you started a business and you have like two clients, but you're like, I really want like five clients so I could leave my full time job. But like two clients is still amazing and it's still like
Hmm.
a great accomplishment. But I think there is so much of that pressure to not feel guilty, but it's okay to have those feelings and be
Hmm.
like, well, I really should be enjoying this, but I really want that thing still, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah, and it's okay to always want more. Like, I think it's, I don't know if I say it's natural for us to always want more to like be doing better, but like I think that just comes with business specifically. Like, yes, us in general, but like owning a business specifically. Like, yeah, there's always something to do. Like, there's always something more that you want to be doing, or like you see somebody else doing something and you're like, should I be doing that too? But like my calendar is really full. Like, I don't know how else I can keep that in there. But like it is easy to be like, okay, well now I have two clients, like I really need three, but like I really need to get to five. Like it's easy to forget that even just sitting there and like truly, this sounds like so woo woo and like just sit there like with your eyes closed and just like remember this feeling, like not of like wanting more clients, but like of just being like, I have two clients that trust me, that are letting me do this for them. Like they know that I know what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
We work together so well. Like be thankful outwardly, like even if it's for 35 seconds, because I really do feel, I mean, we talk about this all the time. Like I really do feel like you're the energy that you put out. So like if you are sitting there being like, well, this like still isn't enough. Like this isn't like the amount of clients that I need. Like I still need three more. Like it's so easy to think like that. But like if you
Hmm.
even just for a second aren't like taking the time to thank the things that you have, it's just such a weird, ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate how hard it is to be thankful for where you're at when you're not at the end goal. But what I'm also realizing is like, there really is no end goal. Like, at least for me, like, I had to stop thinking like that, especially in business, because I'm like, it's not like there's some end goal that
Hmm.
I'm working towards right now. Like, it's always just about like what comes next, what makes this better. But like, it doesn't mean that I'm not thankful for where I am. And like I remember very much like I would get a client and be like, okay, well now I have to get another one. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well now I have this person.
Like
So
you get
like,
like satisfaction and then you're like, all right, well,
yeah, it's like a
we're
dopamine
so
rush.
quick to just move on from
Hmm.
like the thing that we wanted so bad in the beginning.
Hmm.
And I think it is just like your mindset taking yourself back. Like even like journaling or writing yourself a letter. Like there's like that letter that I wrote myself, what, 5 years ago or something that just came into my mailbox was
Oh, I forgot about that. I love
it's so crazy. It's like I hope we're in like a career we love and like making a
it.
name for ourselves and like doing what we want. And it's to reflect like that is important, especially when things do move so fast. Like life goes so
Hmm.
fast and you just like blink and you're like, oh my God, like 5 years ago, I would have never imagined like I would have a home and I would have like this job and these things and these friends and whatever. Like it's just sitting in that gratitude a little bit longer than you initially would instead of just
Hmm.
thinking of the next thing because it is so easy to just be like done, all right, what's
Hmm.
next, because we're always in like this hustle culture, hustle
Yep.
bustle life, and then just be like, well, this person's ahead, I gotta catch up, I gotta do what they're doing.
Yeah.
You gotta
It's
live for
very easy
you.
to just always feel like you need to be doing something that you're seeing somebody. And like this, I mean, this happens to me not just in like very serious like life things, like even like I put on here like going on a vacation, like going on like a vacation or a trip. Like I remember talking about this before we went on your bachelorette. I'm like, I'm literally already sad. Like
I know.
before we even
Mhm.
went, I'm like thinking about how this comes to an end is like so sad. And that's not to
Mhm.
say that that stopped me from having a good time, but it's like we shouldn't even be thinking about something being over before it even starts, but it's a real thing. Like
Yeah.
it really is like there's like a word like, I don't know, it's probably something so simple and dumb, but it's like there's a like term for this feeling. What's it called when you're sad a vacation is over before it started?
Like anytime Mark and I,
Anticipatory sadness. You're like anticipating that you're gonna be sad about something. I knew there, I mean, obviously it's like literally exactly what it says,
Mark
but
says that every time we go on a trip somewhere. He goes, "Well, this is the best part, like, is when you first get there and you like unpack and stuff." And he's like,
yeah,
"Before we know it, we're gonna be leaving." And I'm like, "Why do you say that?" Like,
that's so
I'm like,
funny. I mean,
"Don't
that's
think about it like
exactly,
that."
yeah,
But it's true. Yeah, you're like already like, "Oh my God, wait. It's gonna be over so soon." That's why you
yeah.
really do have to just like pause in certain moments. Like during our wedding, I just remember like pausing a lot and being like, even like when I was
Mhm.
just taking pictures like by myself, I'm like, oh my God, I'm never gonna feel like this. Just like
Right.
in my dress and like it's my wedding day and just like really like sitting in it because I think you're just so like next thing, next thing, next thing. And it's the same now. I feel like too being married, I'm like, everyone's always like, what's the next thing? And like,
Mhm.
when is a kid and all these things. And I'm like, I just want to enjoy right now because it's like, we're married. This is like the first year just like being
Mhm.
married. I'm like, this is so cool. And I just want to enjoy that. And it's like, I'm really trying not to let any outside opinion that obviously has no reflection into our like relationship or our goals and stuff. But I think it is
Mhm.
hard sometimes when you just like keep hearing it over and over from
Mhm.
people that want
Mhm.
it, that like are expecting an answer from you and then when you don't give them one, it's kind of like, it just makes it
Mhm.
awkward. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely
it's
felt
hard.
a lot of that as well.
Mhm.
Or like people like make you feel wrong for like not wanting what they
Yeah.
would want
Yeah, that's so
in that
so weird.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, even being an only child, like people still say things to me and I'm like, first of all, I can't change that anymore. Second of
Right.
all,
Like
I was
literally I'm
very
almost
happy
like
with my life and
yeah,
like
like
how
we're past that.
we're very past that, but I every time like
Like people are like, "Oh
anyone's
my God, I
talking
can't believe
about
you're an only
kids,
child." Like, "Oh my God, I
yes.
can't believe you're mom." Like, shut up. It's
Or
so
like
weird.
if somebody only wants one or if they like I don't, they're like,
Maybe
you
some
can't
people
do that. You can't
acknowledge,
do that. Like that. No, they need a friend. Like, but I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure moms, if you're listening to this, like you've heard this. If you have an only child, maybe you felt the pressure of needing to have two children, or like the societal pressure to it. But I mean, I always say this. Like, I loved my life as an only child, and do you, whatever makes sense for your life. I just think it's so fucking weird how people make comments on your life decisions and why they care so much about what you want for your life. I'm like, why do you care
Yeah, I'll
what people
never
do
understand.
or are so opinionated about people's goals and people's life? Like, I
Mhm.
just will never understand. But
I just do not be doing any of that traditional shit. So I would be getting questions that are like, "Oh my God, like when are you doing this? When are
hmm,
you doing that?"
yeah. And it's just
I'm not.
how society is built, and that's how people think they can make conversation. But like you said, if people just were like, what are you excited about? Like, what do you have going on? Like, it's
What's
just,
something great that happened to you this week? What's the last book? Like,
yes,
what's the last thing you bought yourself that you were really excited about?
right.
Where's the next trip you're going on? Like,
Yes. Any of that,
there's
that
so
like
many
is
things
actual
that
life.
like
Like, instead
light
of
people
just,
up. Yeah.
yes,
And
yes.
like
And I
give
even
them a
saw
chance to like
something.
be excited.
Yeah, I even saw something that was like, instead of just playing like, oh, let's catch up, like actually make memories with people instead of
Mhm.
just playing catch up of like, oh, I want to hear everything that's been going on with you and these other people in your life. Like
Mhm.
instead of that, I don't care about like, oh, what have you like been up to with this person? Oh, where did you guys go last weekend with these people? It's like, let's go make our own memories. You remember that way more than like a catch-up session with somebody.
Yeah.
So I just think that too is like, let's go grab coffee together. Let's like go to lunch. Let's go on this trip. Like, let's do something together, us two, and make that memory instead of just like sitting there and talking about your memories with other people, you know?
Yeah, I can't even keep track of my own memories with people, let alone other people. I can't even keep track of where I'm supposed to be at 9 o'clock in the morning. You think I'm talking about anybody else?
Right. I
Nothing.
lost my train of thought.
Oh, great. I love that press. I'm sorry. How do we bring it back?
Oh, like you get what you want and then now you're tired. Like you don't want to keep going after that thing after you got what you wanted in the first place. That's very real.
I think so many people think that a lot of like what you have to work hard for is like you work hard until you get it. And they don't realize you have to continue working that hard after you get it. Yeah, it's
I
very
relate to
easy to
that.
like,
You
yeah.
still have to keep going. You just got to remember that. Like doesn't just stop. I mean, it can if you want it to. You can
Yeah.
pause, you can get rid of some clients, you can not be doing as much of your workouts and whatever else, but yeah, it's always about consistency and finding like a balance with it because when we're always on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, like you do burn yourself out. We have both learned that. But even like when this excitement builds and then you get there and you're like, ugh, now I'm just like not excited anymore because I got the thing. I got the $10,000 month. And now you're just like, all right, that's like fine. And it becomes like normal to you when before that was like, are you kidding? That's like an
It's
insane
a
goal,
huge deal.
a
Yeah.
huge deal. And you were like, oh my God, like I can't wait to get there one day. And then you get there and it's like all this excitement. And then after it's done, you're just like, huh, like, okay, well, I guess the next goal is like
Right.
15,000 because 10,000 is
Like,
just
where do I go
10,000.
from
And you see all
here?
these other people that are like making way more than that. And you're like, oh, I guess this really is just like scratching the surface. But it's just back to the thing of like being so grateful that the fact that you get there as a business owner or like whatever the goal is, it doesn't have to be money. It can be like hiring somebody, it can be even launching a freaking Instagram account and creating content. Like, there is just like a lot of build, I feel like, in the beginning, a lot of excitement. Even when you're starting like a new fitness program, things like that, you're like, I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to look so good. I'm going to feel so good. And then you're in it and you get to that really hard part, or you like reach your goal and you're like, all right, well, what's next? Like, it's hard. There's like a lot of emotions, I feel like, that are attached to the journey, you know?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think a lot of people think like, yes, success is a destination, but it's also, like you said, a journey. And it's not always going to look the same. And it's not always going to be the same, like, checkpoints for you as it is for other people. And you don't have to get all the way to the end to enjoy it or to, like, be proud of yourself. And I think that's important for us, important for everybody, important for the whole world to remember that just because you only did one thing off of your to-do list doesn't mean that you didn't make as much progress as if you were to do all 10 things in one day just because that was what you got done. Like, we need to just be accepting that we are human beings that have a lot going on and do a lot of things, and we don't always need to be chasing something else. It's okay to like take a second and be present where you are and happy with what you have.
Yeah, and it doesn't always have to
Yeah.
be this big thing. Like the regular day-to-day mundane things are just like just as important to getting you to those big days. So just enjoying the journey of it, like the day-to-day and putting in the work and being like I'm one day closer to or like I'm one day ahead of where I was yesterday. I'm one day like better than I was. Like my business is growing one day more than it's always like one more, like the power of one more. I read that book and I really enjoyed that actually, where it was just like, okay, I'll do one more rep, I'll do one more page every single day. And at the end of the day, that all adds up to more and more and more without kind of like sacrificing a lot. It's always just like, oh, one more. What's one more? Everyone has one more in them, and just every day continuously doing the one more is where you evolve. So yeah, I think it's very easy though to get stuck in the rat race, but then start to become a little ungrateful for all the work that you did and like it wasn't good enough. It's tough. Like life, business, everything. Like we can start to feel that ungratefulness, and I've had it. Like I'm sure a lot of people listening have felt that, where then you see something where it's like people don't even have homes that they're living in. There are wars going on. There's so many worse things that are happening. Not to compare like your life, someone else's life, but the fact that why are we being so hard on ourselves or ungrateful when we have a roof over our head, we woke up this morning, we're healthy, we can move our body, and you have a job, you have like family. There's just a lot worse things that could be going on. So I think it's just always reminding yourself that success does not equal one thing just because society says. It is whatever you choose it to be. Like if that means getting to wake up and do whatever you want every day, that's success to you. If it means going to your 9 to 5 and then being able to cook a home cooked meal, that is success to you. Whatever it means to you. If it's having all those kids and like being a stay-at-home mom, like that's success to you, great. Like everyone is different. I wish as a society people didn't comment on other people's choices or like constantly ask what's next for them.
I agree. And it doesn't seem to ever slow down.
No.
But we learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Learn how to ignore what people are asking, be present in the moment that you're in, and thankful for what you have, and know that there are always more opportunities out there. But if you're not accomplishing them right this second, that is okay.
Yeah, and still be excited for what's next. Like it's still okay for you to want to do more and do better and have goals and be reaching those goals. Just don't forget to slow down and pause and be grateful for even getting to where you are, because I'm sure a year ago you were probably like, never thought I'd be here. So
exactly. 1 year ago, you would be astonished at who you are now, and don't forget it. And most importantly, we hope you stay unfiltered.
Yes, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week on the other side of success. Just kidding. Love you, bye. Bye.
In case you haven't heard from us enough today, come hang on Instagram at sociallyunfilteredpod.
Join our group chat to stay updated in between episodes by texting group to 833-459-3349.
Download the Social Media Manager Business Blueprint to start building your business today.
And last but not least, grab your official Socially Unfiltered merch from our Bonfire store.
You can find everything linked in the episode description below or at sociallyunfilteredpod.com.
We'll meet you back here next week, same day, same time. Bye.
Bye.